Alright guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you a haul of recent eBay listings. A couple of things in here will be from the last footage video you saw. A lot of the Halloween stuff that I picked up was already packed away, things that I was keeping. I only got a few things to resell, and I didn't actually even bring everything down here now that I think about it, because I got that little felted piece that's up in my curio cabinet right this minute. But I will eventually show that in a video, but I was planning on keeping that piece. So yeah, just some other random listings that I have. I feel like it's been a little while since I posted a video. I've just been trying to catch up with getting things listed, obviously, and I had a deer hit my car the other day when I was driving it in to get my car inspected. So needless to say, my car wasn't able to be inspected. I got to the dealership and I couldn't even open my car door. I was okay. The deer was okay. I mean, it ran off, but he did do some damage to my car in the process. So I don't have my car right now. Don't know when I'm getting it back, but yeah, so just dealing with some random things and that kind of stuff. But we're just gonna get into some of the things that I have recently got listed. I think I'm gonna I turned off the heater. It's kind of loud and I am quite warm down here with all of my lights on. So this piece I did pick up at the outdoor antique vintage flea market. This here is just a beautiful orange glass like genie bottle. They call this design a corset. Just a really beautiful piece. There is kind of like a haze almost to the glass, so it's not in like perfect condition, but I really liked the color of this. I just thought it was so pretty, and it was getting close to Halloween at the time, so you know, I just thought it would be good also for like fall and just autumn holiday type of decorating. I paid $25 for this bottle, and I listed it on auction with a starting price of $99.99, so we'll see where it goes. When I picked it up, I didn't know whether or not I was going to keep it or resell it type of thing, but I did decide to resell it. I got this really cute horse. This is also another glass piece. It's got an opalescence to it. You can see how it's like creamier here than other parts. And it's like a little vase. I mean, you could stick a little something in there. I do believe this is by L.E. Smith. Just a really cute like pink horse. I thought it was so pretty with that opalescent. I did pay $9 for this at an auction, and I have it listed as a buy it now for $39.99. Also got this guy from an auction. So this is a pewter. You can see it's shaped like a penguin. It's pewter with these brass accents on him, and this is actually a tea caddy, so to put your tea in there. This is so cute. I just love it because it looks like a penguin. I did pay just $1 for this, and I have it listed as a buy it now for $79.99. These were selling really well, so I was excited to get that for so cheap. I got this really funny carrot. Look at that face. Oh my gosh, this thing is amazing. It's very heavy. It's made out of like a thick cast stone or like cement type of material. It does have a place on the back so you could hang it on the wall. I couldn't get over the face of this thing. It's amazing. This is by a company called Caruth Studio. It is marked here up by the top of the carrot. I paid $3 for this carrot, and I have them listed as a buy it now for $39.99. Got this piece at the auction. This is actually a Ladro piece. It is of like a nude lady, and it is marked there on the bottom. Surprisingly, these Ladro pieces, and I don't pick up Ladro super often, it sometimes comes up at the auction. Some pieces are better than others, but these nude pieces can actually sell really well. So I paid $8 for her, and I have her listed as a buy it now for $99.99. I kind of think people at the auction didn't realize that this was a Ladro piece, so that's probably why I got her so cheap. Won this at the auction. This is for a hanging planter. It's very heavy. It's a cast iron shaped like a half moon. So really cool piece. It just needs a like chain or something to hang it by. He did pay, I have written down what he paid, but I know it wasn't a whole lot. I did put this up on auction with a starting price of $49.99. I did see that they sold pretty well in the past. This is another item that Eric picked up. I think something might have came with this at the auction, but it's for a really pretty red pedestal bowl. This is by Fostoria, and it has like that coin dot look around the side. So just really nice, thick, heavy glass, really pretty color for Christmas. I don't have down what he paid on this, but I know it wasn't much. Like, I feel like he paid maybe $1 for it. And we have this listed as a buy it now for $17.99. I got this vintage Mickey Mouse alarm clock. This is super tiny. It's so cute. It's in really nice condition. This here won at the auction for $1. And I have this listed on auction with a starting price of $19.99. So won this old glass milk bottle at the auction. This is for Spruce Villa Dairy in Lidditz, PA. I did recently go to Lidditz for the first time with one of my friends. We went to a high tea, which is like one of my favorite things to do is go to tea. So we just explored the town and went to tea, and it's a beautiful little town. They have a park, we fed ducks, and it was just amazing, and I really want to go back. They also have a really good chocolate that comes from Lidditz. Oh my gosh, so good. So I definitely want to go back there. Anyway, but found this at the auction. We paid just $1 for it, and I have it on auction with a starting price of $39.99, and it does already have a bid. I don't know a whole lot about glass milk bottles. I know in my area when they come up at auctions, they tend to sell pretty well. I'm not entirely sure why I got this one so incredibly cheap. Maybe it's because it wasn't local to my town, because I know a lot of people who go to auctions want local stuff, like from, you know, the town that they live in or grew up in, that type of thing. And Lidditz is just a little bit away from me, so maybe that's why. I don't know, but I'm gonna learn a little bit about milk bottles, and I think I'm doing pretty well getting this for $1 and it already having a bid at $40. This at the auction. This is so stinking cute. It is a ceramic owl. It's by Tony Raymond Pottery is what it's marked on the back. So what you would do is you'd put like a ball of string in here, and then the string would come out of this hole underneath of his beak, and then in this hole you can put a little pair of scissors, so kind of like a sewing type thing, and it is able to be wall mounted. There is one tiny chip on its tail, but I only paid $1 for him. And I listed him as a buy it now for $19.99. I also got this at the auction. This is an old wall pocket. It has a depiction of like a fox hunting scene on the front, and obviously a place here where you can hang it by. This here I also only paid $1 for, and I listed this on auction with a starting price of $19.99. I only saw, I think, 2 other ones, and they weren't in as good of condition as this one, so we'll see. At one point, Eric won a big box full of vintage Valentine's cards. I had some already and I never listed all of them. So needless to say, I have a ton of vintage Valentine cards I need to list. But I did get this one listed. I did actually just sell a Valentine card not that long ago, so people are still, you know, buying them. This one has like a wolf or a dog on, and you can move its little head here. It says, "I promise not to bite if you'll give me a kiss." How about it, Valentine? It is marked on the back. I did list this as a buy it now for $9.99. It's typically what I price my vintage Valentine cards at, and you know, the ones that sell are selling for that, so that's just what I'm going with. Okay, this next item is a cute ceramic piece. It's just this little boy dressed up in a Santa suit, and it says Merry Christmas. So this is like a piece that someone probably like painted and that type of thing. But I really like the fact that they painted this so it looks like his face is winking. I just thought that was so cute. And they gave him like a smattering of freckles. So I just think he's painted really, really well. This here I paid $1 for, and I listed him on auction with a starting price of $29.99. I am still listing my lipsticks that I purchased at the flea market. This one is a Clinique in the shade Rose Taffy. So this one here I have listed as a buy it now for $21.99. Here's another vintage Valentine card I listed. This one's probably one of my favorites. It says, you built a wall so fast and strong, but with my magic ray, it won't last long. So again, it's another like mechanical one, and his cape and arm moves. So I just thought that was so cool. And this one is also written on in the back. It's dated 1946. So super cute. Again, listed as a buy it now for, no, I put this one up on auction with a starting price of $9.99 just because it was so cool. I didn't see any others like this one, so we'll see. If not, I'll just put it up as a buy it now for that price. I got this enamelware, graniteware, lidded sauce pot. I know that they can sometimes sell really well at our local auctions, so I decided to pick it up. Eric and I got a couple pieces at a yard sale. She had $10 on this, but we bought a whole bunch of other stuff, so she just kind of gave us a combined total for everything we purchased. So in the grand scheme, we paid less than $10 for this. And I have it listed on auction with a starting price of $39.99. Let's see, I got a Christmas ornament here. This is a Kurt Adler Christmas ornament. I have a couple of these. They're all different wine themes. This one is for Cabernet, and it's just a glass ornament. I don't know if you can see like to the back of the ornament, there's like a landscape design behind this lady. It's really pretty. It's hand painted. With some glittery accents. I originally paid $1 for this ornament, and I have it listed as a buy it now for $19.99. I got this tarot set oracle cards. These are called the Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud. So this comes with a hardcover book and the deck of cards in really beautiful condition. I don't think it was ever used. The cards still had like a plastic band around them. I picked this up at a thrift store. I paid $2 for it, and I have it listed as a buy it now for $29.99. Another Christmas item. This again is another ceramic piece, probably hand painted by someone. It's marked Duncan Ceramics, I think, something along those lines on the bottom, and then whoever painted it in 1975. It's in really nice condition. I don't see any kind of like paint loss or anything like that. His sack is open, so you could like put candy canes or something in there. I just thought it was really cute. He's waving. I've had this for a little while. I think it came with some other stuff I won at an auction. And I listed him as a buy it now for $25.99. Got this vintage Barbie doll. She's brand new, still in her packaging, from 1993. I didn't actually have this Barbie doll, but one of my best friends did, so I remember playing with her. She has a a backpack that turns into a sleeping bag. So she's actually a little bit of a desirable 90s Barbie. I paid $8 for her at a yard sale, and I have her listed as a buy it now for $69.99. Guys, I'm not even kidding. The yard sale where I got that Barbie, I got some vintage girls' toys like from the 90s, early 90s. I was just oh, I was in heaven. So I picked up a couple pieces. I picked up that Barbie and I picked up a couple vintage girls' toys from this yard sale. And I had Eric take me back the next day because I was like, I just want to see, because she had said like she didn't get everything out. There was still stuff in her basement and that type of thing. It was an older lady, and the first day her daughter was there helping, but the second day she didn't have her daughter helping, but her husband was there. Anyway, long story short, we went back and she did have some more vintage girls toys out, so I bought more stuff. And then, and I don't normally do this, but I asked her if she had any more vintage girls toys, and she's like, yeah, are you looking for anything specific? And I was like, well, you know, vintage Barbies. I was like, Polly Pockets. And she's like, oh, Polly Pockets. She's like, I have a whole tub of Polly Pockets. And I was like, my jaw just dropped open, like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. She brings out this huge plastic tub full of vintage Polly Pockets. Everything beautiful condition, like she had things wrapped up in little plastic baggies with all of the corresponding pieces, like immaculate care of the toys, basically. So I was just like, oh my gosh, like I have to have the tub. And she just starts bringing out other stuff too. I got Polly Pockets, I got Charmkins. I don't even know what all I got. Like, I just had this pile of stuff and I was like, what do you want for all of it? Like, I'm willing to like just give her like $100+ for everything that she had there. And this was a while ago and I can't even remember what she told me. I feel like it was even less than 100, and I had Eric give her the 100. Like, I knew that what she had was worth way more. She just wanted to get rid of it. She said she was having surgery soon and she just didn't have the space or time to keep any of this stuff anymore, and her daughter didn't want it. So we gave her the $100 for everything, and I don't have it all listed, but I am just, I'm in heaven because I get to play with the stuff before I list it, you know, taking my pictures, finding out, you know, if the pieces are all there and what goes with what, if, you know, something is not in the right place set and stuff like that. So needless to say, I have a bunch of vintage girls toys to list, and I'm so excited about that. So here is one of the pieces. This is a Polly Pocket church playset. This is 100% complete. It comes with all of the figures, and then this actually lights up. It takes a battery, and then the stained glass pieces here light up. So it's so stinking cute. I didn't have this one when I was younger. I didn't have many Polly Pockets when I was younger, but I did like them a lot. This one here I have listed on auction with a starting price of $49.99. I know I can at least get that for it. So just this one piece alone worth almost $50, and I have a whole tub worth. So it was just like one of those times where it's like I feel like I dumb lucked into just a great score of stuff. So this next piece you will see in at least I think you might see it. Eric picked it up, so I don't know if it's in my footage, but this came from a fill-a-bag rummage sale. This piece right here. Absolutely beautiful. So Eric said when he was at the rummage sale, he like went up to this table. I have him go to hard goods first, and I check out like the holiday stuff first. He saw this bottom part and he's like, ugh, where's the stopper? Where's the stopper? So he grabbed this, and then lo and behold, the stopper was like down the table a ways. So it is complete. Now, if you ever find these types of glass pieces and you only find the stopper, pick up the stopper, because the stoppers are like part of the piece that is very desirable. So you can sell just the stopper for a good amount of money, because people need that to complete their bottle, like if something happens to this piece. So this was a great score. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You can see how tall it is. So fill a bag rummage sale. Since this didn't fit in a bag, we paid $2 for it. And I have this listed on auction with a starting price of $99.99. It has a ton of watchers, so I feel like I'll at least get that for it. This next item, I'm gonna post up a picture because it's a large lamp. Beautiful lamp. They call these Epergine, if I'm pronouncing that right, lamps. I did win this at an auction for $40, and I have it listed on auction with a starting price of $199.99. Other lamps that look like this, people have listed for a lot higher than that, so we'll see if I can at least get that for mine. I'm also gonna put up 2 Monet trinket boxes. So if you watch all my videos, at one point Eric and I won a bunch of Monet trinket boxes at an auction. Long story short, this auction very recently got in more Monet trinket boxes, so Eric won some more of these trinket boxes. This one here is of a dragonfly. We have this listed as a buy it now for $24.99. And this other one here is a frog with a crown, like a frog print. That one's listed as a buy it now for $29.99. I got this really awesome vintage rubber-faced Santa Claus plush. He's really big. This looks like a Russian, but this is by a company called My Toy. I won this at an auction a while back. I think I paid $8 for him. And I have him listed on auction with a starting price of $59.99. So he's really cute. I mean, obviously he's dirty and has some markings on him. So I don't know if there's a proper way to clean, you know, this fabric since it's so old. But, you know, I'd leave that up to the buyer to clean him. But his hands are rubber, his face is rubber, and his boots are rubber. This also came from that yard sale. This is brand new, still sealed, vintage Barbie play set. This was from 1994. This is called the Barbie Pretty Pet Parlor. So still sealed in its original box. And this here I have listed as a buy it now for $52.99. Item wasn't from the sale. This was from another yard sale, but this is an older Littlest Pet Shop. They call these virtual pets. They're kind of like Tamagotchis, basically. So I got that at a yard sale a long time ago. And I have this listed as a buy it now for $39.99. This here is a vintage, I'm assuming handmade Christmas ornament. It's like a plastic tube with this little plastic angel in. So I'm pretty sure someone probably handmade this at one point. This came out of a bag of ornaments I had gotten at a thrift store like a while back. So I listed her on auction with a starting price of $3.99. So I'm not sure if she's worth that or not. This next item is a book. This is a Sylvia Browne book called Life on the Other Side. This came from an auction. I had won a set of angel-related tarot cards with this. And I decided to read it. It was really interesting. So, I mean, I really hope that what is said in this book ends up being true because it sounds pretty dang amazing. So it was a good read. But I finished reading it and I decided to list it. It's not worth a whole lot. I put it up as a buy it now for $4.99. This piece came from an auction. It's a really pretty like swirled glass, like apothecary style type of jar. I do believe they call this Reuven glass, if I'm not mistaken. So no markings on it, but really pretty. This here I have listed as a buy it now for $19.99. Eric recently won a baggie full of vintage Halloween die cuts at an auction. I forget what he paid for them all together, but there were quite a number of these here. I'm only listing them one at a time just because they are harder to find and I don't want to like drive my own price down type of thing. So it is a vintage Halloween die cut of a witch over the moon, and there's a black cat on there as well. So really nice piece. We have this listed on auction with a starting price of $69.99. It has a lot of watchers, so we'll see. At this Buyer's Choice Santa Claus, he is holding a basket with a doll. He's like very Victorian looking, super cute. This here I won at an auction, and I have him listed as a buy it now for $59.99. Here came from a rummage sale. I actually sold one of these already. I had a purple one, and I forgot I have a yellow one too. It's a little yellow painted cat ring holder, so you could just put your rings down its tail here. There's no markings on it. Eric put it in our bag at the rummage sale. I have this listed as a buy it now for $9.99, and that's what the last one sold for. Eric also purchased this at the thrift store. This, I have sold some swung vases that look like this already. I think I have an amber one, but this one here is just a light purple color. He paid $3 for this at the thrift store, and I have it listed as a buy it now for $19.99. Snowman I did pick up at the vintage outdoor flea market. This here is just a really cute snowman. I thought he was so adorable. His sticker says CJF. I was trying to figure out what that stood for. Other listings were saying it was Department 56. I saw some listings saying it was a Cody Foster. I am not sure, but he is super cute. He's got his scarf, and he's got a little umbrella in his hand. I'm pretty sure I paid, I want to say $8 for him. I can't remember. But I put him up on auction with a starting price of $29.99. Here, I am not even entirely sure what it does exactly. It's called a hot air engine. It's like a model to something. I don't know. It's on this base. It's really quite interesting. And it came with some paperwork and a booklet. It's called the Mystery Engine, built by Anderson Machine Works. I saw this at the auction. I tried to do research on it, and I couldn't find a whole lot on it. But I had Eric bid on it, and he won it for a bid of $27.50, and we listed it on auction with a starting price of $79.99, and it does have a bid, and it has quite a few watchers. So I think I did good with this, even though I had limited knowledge of what I was even looking at. I think it's going to sell well, even if I only get that much for it. Won this recorder at the auction. It's in this like old case here. It's by a company called Moeck, M-O-E-C-K. It's a wooden recorder, you know, the musical instruments, the ones we played in school basically, but on like a very much nicer level. These can actually sell really well. I'm not talking about the plastic ones we would have played in school, but these nice wooden ones. Eric won this at the auction. We have it listed. He paid $10 for it, and I listed it on auction with a starting price of $49.99, and I'm not sure if this has a bid yet, but I know it has watchers, so I definitely think it will go. Those do sell well. I got this beautiful, oh my gosh, this thing is amazing! This beautiful chalkware cat. Look at its face. Oh, it's so cute. But it's also a bank. So I'm not sure. You guys will have to let me know. Was this something like you could have won at maybe a carnival back in the day? I feel like maybe it's a carnival prize. I'm not entirely sure, but it's so majestic and regal looking with this really pretty glittery accents. I fell in love with it. Won this at an auction for a bid of $11, and I have it on auction with a starting price of $39.99. So we'll see. It doesn't have a plug or anything, so in order to get your change out, you'd have to destroy it. I got this little Coach just like little coin purse. There's a key ring in here, so you can put it on your keys, put your keys on it, and there's a little part right there. It's in really nice condition. Honestly, looks brand new. This came from a yard sale, and I have it listed as a buy it now for $19.99. This thing's really cool. I picked this up at a yard sale. This is actually by Hallmark. It's called the North Pole Communicator. So it looks like a microphone. It does take batteries, and then there's a cartridge in here, and you can get different cartridges for it. But it's so cute. It helps you track down the days till Christmas, and this would be so cute for a kid because when you press the button, like, you'll hear an elf on the other end, and each day it tells you something different, and then you can like talk back into it. It's so cute. So I got this at a yard sale. This was the yard sale I got the graniteware stuff. So like I said, bundled everything together, so I'm not exactly sure what I paid for it in the grand scheme, but I do have it listed as a buy it now for $29.99. All right, this next piece is really cool. I mean, look at this. It looks like a wrapped vintage gift, right? This is just what it was inside of when I purchased it, so I'm keeping it in this box because it's just amazing, and I feel like whoever would buy this would want the box that it's in. So this is for a beautiful painted wooden nativity scene. It's like a puzzle. It even comes with like all of this hay as well. So just a really awesome piece, and it comes in already gift wrapped basically. We won this at an auction, and I have it listed for a buy it now of $39.99. I also have this Lennox piece. This is absolutely beautiful. This is of Hook, and it's a little trinket box. So it is a Lennox piece. It's called Captain Hook and Croc Treasure Box. When you open it, it has the ship in there. It's kind of like embossed, like raised. So super cute. I picked this up at a yard sale. I paid $7 for it, and I have it listed as a buy it now for $59.99. And I don't know if I showed this. I did pick this up for myself at a yard sale. I paid $2 for it. This is a Homeworks by Harry Slatkin candle, and I want to start burning this here soon. I know, I have like 800 candles to burn, but this one, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. This thing is huge. Look at the packaging on this. Oh, isn't it decadent? It's absolutely beautiful. It's so super heavy. The scent is called Vanilla Spice and Everything Nice. And this is actually a 4-wick candle. It smells so good. So I can't wait to start burning this one. I want to light it when we put up our Christmas tree, which we haven't yet. But obviously when we do and all of that good stuff, I'll make a video of my Christmas decorations for you guys like I did with my Halloween one. But anyway, that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought down in the comments, and I will see you next time.